You may think my voice is boring. You may think my voice is lame. You might think my voice is attractive. I don't know. But let's change it up a bit, alright? So here's the new intro for today. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mofoe Cake, and in today's video we're gonna have Was633 with a search and destroy MOAB on hard hat. He's gonna go 26-0, so enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that new intro. It's just a little fun thing I did with the auto-tune program I have. So in this video, like I said, it's gonna be Was633. He's actually a subscriber of mine. That's how I first met him on Call of Duty. He added me and said I'm a subscriber, so I'm like, alright, I'll play with you, because I typically add all the subscribers who add me, unless my friends list is full, then I tell them to add a community channel, which is this one. The YouTube name for this channel is what the name is for the PlayStation name. And he's a really good player. He has like, I don't know, like 1 billion MOABs or something. He has a lot, and he has a lot of good clips. You'll probably see more of him in the future on this channel. And so the topic today is actually going to be between PlayStation and Xbox. Like, why does everyone hate the other console if they have one of them? For example, if someone has PlayStation, they hate Xbox. Someone has Xbox, they hate PlayStation, and I don't understand that, because I honestly love both of them. They're both great systems, in my opinion. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, what's wrong with Xbox? You know, what's wrong with PlayStation? There's nothing wrong. Just because you play one of them doesn't mean to hate the other one. You know. And personally, I actually have an Xbox Live account that I pay for every single month. So it's not because this PlayStation is free. You know, because if it was for that reason, then it wouldn't make sense why I had an Xbox Live account. And for those who are wondering who are like my Xbox fans, it's Mofoe Cake. Same exact thing, just instead of underscore, it is a space. And there's a nice 360 throw in there for that game-winning kill. So, here's a little background info. My family grew up with PlayStation 1 back in the day, like, you know, forever ago when they had those. And, you know, got the controller. There wasn't any analog sticks, just like the basic, like the directional pad and like the square, circle, X, triangle thing, that kind of stuff. That was a fail C4, but, you know. And, you know, got used to that controller, played it all the time. Not like a whole lot back when I was younger, but that's what I would play. Also like Super Nintendo and stuff, but it's a different topic. So after we had the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 came out, and it was like the fat kind, like a really fat kind, and really loud and everything. And we were like, oh, this is really sweet, it's a new one, and technology is advancing and everything. So we got one of those, and we played, I got Guitar Hero. I actually had Guitar Hero before I had a PlayStation 2. I was at a friend's house for a football like end of season party, and we're all playing Guitar Hero there, and I was like, this is the best game ever. This is the funnest thing in my life. So I told my mom, like, hey, my birthday is coming up soon. Can I, not soon, but like, you know, in a couple months, so can I get Guitar Hero for my birthday? And I just pressured her like over and over and over all the time about it. And so I got Guitar Hero for my birthday, and I couldn't even play it because I have a PlayStation 2. It was actually Guitar Hero 2 was the first one I got, so that was way fun. And my birthday is in the end of November, like the very end. And so I was sitting there for a month without a PlayStation to play it on. And then my mom got me a PlayStation. Well, she got my family a PlayStation 2 for Christmas. So we just started playing it and everything. We also got Need for Speed Underground and Ratchet and Clank and everything. And that was like the first time I really got like super into video games. Like I would play like Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo way back in the day and that kind of stuff, like Duck Hunt on NES. You know, all those classic, the way fun ones. But I didn't really like play like a whole lot and get really good. You know, I would play like 007 on N64, but like I wasn't good. I would just play like a little kid playing around, and it was terrible. So we got the PlayStation 2, we got Ratchet and Clank. Forgot the name exactly, but it's something Ratchet and Clank, some multiplayer game. And my brothers and I were absolutely beasts at that game. We're also beasts at Super Smash Brothers too. Like, we were unstoppable. It was fun back then. It's still fun now, but you know what I mean. And sorry, I have a little cough going on right now. My voice is kind of not up to par, but it's Monday, so I gotta do this for you guys, and I love talking to you. So the PS2 and everything, got used to that controller. It had like the analog sticks for the first time, and it was really weird for me to use that. And I'm like, how do you use this thing? It's like an analog button to turn it on and off, and they don't have that button anymore to turn it off. It's just standard because everyone uses it. And then my cousin, my older cousin, he was always like a PlayStation guy, and he would always get like the newest stuff. Like around PS2 got out, he got it, and right when PS3 came out, he got it, and then he showed me how cool it looked and everything, and you know, this is like a big deal for a little kid my age. I was like, I don't know, like 13 or 14 at the time. I'm not really sure how old I was. Maybe it wasn't that long ago. Maybe I was like 16 or something. But compared to the PS2, it was like a huge change, and everything was a huge advanced technology. And then he was like, hey, here's the controller. Here's how to play these games. And so I played it out, and I tried it out, and you know, I was just like, wow, this is really fun. And I was already used to the controller for PS2 and PS1, so I was like, okay, same control, same everything, nothing's different. And my friends like back then also had like Xbox, like, you know, the original ones with like Halo and stuff, and you know, that was like a huge thing for Xbox. It still kind of is, not really like the hype isn't really the same as it used to be, if you know what I mean. People might disagree with that, but I personally think Halo's died down a little bit from what it used to be. Call of Duty like has the same effect. It's not as cool as it used to be, but it's still pretty popular, and so is Halo. So nothing against that at all. And so I play Halo and stuff, and the controller was like all bulky in my hands. Like, it's not like a bulky controller, just compared to the PS2 controller. Like, my whole life is a big change, you know. And so just playing PS3 and PlayStation, the whole brand is just, you know, my whole family's been used to it. My brother, personally, my older brother, I have a few older brothers, but one of them has an Xbox 360. He's had it for a long time. He had an Xbox original too, so he's an Xbox guy for sure. He's a total fanboy for Xbox. He hates PlayStation with passion. I'm like, I don't see what your problem is. He also hates Call of Duty, so he totally hates my YouTube thing all the time. But he's like nice, and you know, he's not like for real hater, but he's just a punk. He's like, yeah, you're Call of Duty PlayStation loser and that kind of stuff. So it's fun. But I was playing Halo with him and his friend a long time ago, and so that's why I got an Xbox Live in the first place. Because I personally don't have an Xbox, so it's kind of pointless to have one without a name without an Xbox. So I just keep paying for it, just, you know, in case I need to use it whenever. So it's not that much, like $10 a month, so no big deal there. And so also my older brother, he has an Xbox 360 as well, and I play that at his house too. He has like Skyrim and like Dragon Age 2, like all the stuff that isn't really Call of Duty. Like, he has Call of Duty too, just to play online sometimes, because he enjoys it. Like, he's not good, but he enjoys it. That's all that really matters. So yeah, those guys have Xbox. My little brother has PS3 though. We play all the time. His name's Goofyman_101. He's in a lot of my videos. Not like a lot, but he's in a few of them. So play with him a lot, and we have fun. That's the main reason I play, is just to have fun, you know, not to get really good gameplays, because a lot of my gameplays aren't even that good. Like, I can get them if I really try, but most of them I'm not even trying. I'm trying to like level up my guns. I have like 11 gold guns now, I think. I have the Barrett, MSR, AS50, and L11. So, you know, I'm not trying to like get really high good gameplays with a sniper rifle. I just enjoy sniping because it's, you know, more challenging using a MP7. I have an MP7 gold too, so that's no room to talk. Also the P90, PP90, MP7, ACR Type 95, Spaz, and the model. I think I'm missing some. Can't think right now. But yeah, those are all my gold guns, and that's why I didn't prestige. I made a video of all that so I could prestige, and I never did prestige just because I don't want to lose it all and lose all my pro perks and everything, just so I can get fun gameplays. Because, you know, 15th prestige is just like a solid prestige emblem. Like 16, between 16 and 20, all those ones just look like crap. They look garbage. So, you know, back to the PlayStation 3 thing. The layout, like why I prefer PlayStation. To be completely honest with everyone, the reason I first got a PlayStation 3 instead of an Xbox, first of all, because of the controller layout. I was just used to it. It's formed in my hands. I know how to do every single thing. I just know how to play PlayStation over Xbox. Like when I play Xbox, I cannot aim. Like I cannot aim long distances. Like if it's close, no problem. But if it's long distance, I just have trouble. And like using the equipment and specialist grenades and everything, you know, because they're flipped over, the top two buttons and the bottom one, so I just can't do it. And just the way it's laid out and stuff, like I can do, you know, decent, but not nearly as well as PlayStation. So another reason, I don't live with my mom. I actually live with my grandparents. They're getting pretty old, and I help them out when they need help, and also it's just, you know, I gotta spend time with them before they're gone, because you know, when they're gone, you can't really do much with them anymore. So that's why I live with them right now. I'm actually moving in January though. I'll tell you guys more about that in the future. But I live with my grandparents, and they didn't have internet when I first moved in. They're old. You know, they don't need internet for anything. Like my grandpa has like cassette players all around the house, and you know, this old classic westerns, that kind of stuff. So he's not a technology guy. My grandma isn't either. So they had no internet, and so I was upstairs. You know, not in the basement though. You know, good thing I was in the attic. So I had all my stuff up there, my TV, all my clothes, and my computer and everything. And you know, I had no internet connection, and I wanted to play Call of Duty online because I have been for the past forever. And so I got a PlayStation 3. Like I was using my cousin's PlayStation at the time to play. That's why I was, you know, playing it in the past. But so I got a PlayStation 3 so I could use the Wi-Fi from the neighbors. You know, straight up, that's what I did for a good portion of my first time playing Call of Duty. And like my clan tryouts and everything back then was Wi-Fi connection, and it would disconnect sometimes because the connection would become too weak. I was using too much of it up there. Either they were on it and I was too laggy. I'm not sure why I would disconnect sometimes, but like they weren't turning it off. There was, you know, older people in the neighborhood that had internet, and it wasn't password protected, so I was a little punk and took advantage of it. And you know, Xbox doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi, and PlayStation 3 does, so I was like, okay, simple solution. I'd use my iPod Touch back then. I have an iPhone now, but back then I had an iPod Touch, and I'd use the Wi-Fi off that too. So I was total moocher back then. So yeah, PlayStation 3 just plugged into the Wi-Fi connection, and I played it off there for a long time. And I camped a lot because it was the only way I can get kills. I learned some really good camping spots in Modern Warfare 2. That was a big game back then when I first got my PlayStation. So it's, you know, gotta do what you gotta do at first, I guess. And I learned how the game works and everything back then with the crappy Wi-Fi connection and everything. The only reason I did finally get internet is because they actually put a password on their account, so I couldn't play anymore. So I had to get a internet connection to my house, which wasn't a big deal. We already had Comcast and like Xfinity, so I was like, hey, can I add internet to the plan? She's like, no, you don't internet. And I'm like, well, I'll pay for it. Just tell me the difference, and I'll pay for it. Like nothing else will change. And so she agreed finally, and got internet set up at the house. Literally took like, you know, 10 minutes. There's a MOAB right there. Freaking sick, he got a MOAB in Search and Destroy. I don't know people do that, but he did, so congrats to him. But I finally got the internet with my grandma and everything through Xfinity. It's really good internet. I'm not just saying that's like because they paid me or whatever, because, you know, I'm like a tiny commentator. They're not going to notice someone like me. But, sorry, my voice is really bad right now. But I just pay $50 a month for really, really fast internet. My upload speed isn't really as fast as I wish it was, but my download and everything is amazing. So like, I'm a really good host and everything, never disconnect from games. So it's fun. And this video is over now. Hope I didn't lag on, what's the word, like ramble on too much. So thanks for watching today's episode of Mofoe's MOAB Mondays. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are still watching, go ahead and comment below whether your favorite console is PS3 or Xbox, or if you don't have a preference, or if you're a PC guy, or girl, I guess, just say PC, Xbox, PS3, or if you're not a fanboy and like him equally, to say you don't have a preference between the consoles. Also, you can say you love me if you want to, because I appreciate that too. The top link's going to be Was633's channel. The second link's going to be how to get your clips onto this channel. The bottom left's going to be my personal channel, so you can go to that one. I almost have 600 subscribers, 10 away, so it'll be awesome if we get that pretty soon. Also, Whiteboy7th calls me a gypsy in one of my videos, so that's awesome. And the bottom right is to subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys later.